Hey, what's going on, guys? Jason here, and welcome back to the Abyss Garage. And today I'm going to be doing a tool review for you guys and myself, and I am going to be trying out a heated knife for cutting into tires. Now I'm going to be using this on my flat track bike here, and I was just recently at the track, and I noticed I need more traction, so I'm going to be trying this out for the first time. I've never used one of these before, and I tell you what, normally I would say it's something that's very specific, but I feel that a heated knife for cutting tires, it can be used in many different ways and different applications. So whether you got a flat track bike that needs to be tire that needs to be cut specifically for a type of track, or if you have a dirt bike that's got a worn out tire, or if you guys have like a chopper with, like, say a more aggressive tire, like I see where they use like a dirt bike tire or a adventure tire. You know, for that you can simply use one of these to clean up the edges. Same thing would go for any off-road vehicles, Jeeps, cars, you name it. So I think this is a versatile tool, at least, and we're going to see how it is and see exactly how user-friendly it can be. So let's check it out. All right, so I'll do a little bit of a unboxing video for you guys. Pretty small package it came in. I had ordered this from Amazon, and it came from Wedge Motorsports out in Ohio. And the one thing that I liked about this particular hot knife was the fact that it is made in the USA. So if something is made in the USA and I need it, more than not, I'm going to go ahead and buy the American-made product. But that's just me. I'm sure a lot of guys out there are the same way. I don't think it was much more to go for the American-made knife, hot knife. So yeah, so let's open this thing up. All right, nothing special inside here. We got our knife, our heated knife. We have this tool here, some instructions. These are round number 4 standard ideal heat knives. So those are the piece that actually cuts the rubber itself. And read this important information. I guess I'm going to have to read that there. But so yeah, this is what comes in the box itself. Not a whole lot to it. And let me show you guys why I want to cut these tires. All right, so these are the Hoosier dirt track tires for the flat track bikes out there. Very similar to the sprint car setup and whatnot. There are a few different manufacturers for dirt track tires, and then these are the older style Hoosiers, and they kind of leave you with a almost like a blank canvas here to really do some customization with here. And so what we're going to be doing here is, once I get to read the instructions and get the machine set up, we are going to go ahead and take out some rubber on every block itself all the way around. And I think I might even take a block out on the front. And then you know what, it just dawned on me, I have the XR over here. And you know what, I think we're going to try the knife out on that too, just to see, besides a dirt track tire, how it'll work on something a little bit different, like a motocross style tire. All right, so here we go. Hopefully I can get this on camera well enough, but what I'm going to do here, I'll lock it in gear. At least that have to stop some movement, and simply I'm going to push that down. I think that is bottomed out, so we will take our screwdriver here. Okay, well, I got this thing plugged in, just trying to let it heat up. Obviously it's smoking off here, but I got my temperature gun here. So we were sitting around 175. I think I had it up before at around 250. I think this thing cycles on and off. All right, so that, I gotta say, took quite a bit longer than I was anticipating to do that rear tire. I think, being it's kind of like trial by error here, I can see how the guys at Hoosier actually groove the tires, because it seems to me like what they'll do is they'll start at the edge of the tire and then continue a path all the way across to the other side. Whereas you guys could see in that clip, what I was doing was just trying to basically split the difference between the I would just say the blocks, and go that way. So I did a row or like a pass of those two, and then did the last pass in the center. So you have your opportunity to not be perfectly lined up with the other block, if you would say. And but again, that's just figuring it out as you go. And now I'm curious, because I want to see how it's going to work on a dirt bike tire. I am quite impressed with this hot knife itself. It also did the motocross tire. It probably could be better. I mean, I always say that about everything that I do. Obviously, it's just repetition. And definitely, if I feel like if you had a different number tip on there, you can definitely get creative and maybe even use it a little bit better than I was doing. For the motocross tire with the tall knobs, what ended up working best was sitting the hot knife on there and for a couple seconds, and then actually like slicing into the knob itself and kind of just skimming off the top itself, just to try and give a clean edge. Obviously, it's not going to replace getting a new tire, but it definitely will prolong the life, or at least the life expectancy of a tire, and getting it swapped out. This bike hardly gets used at all, just very busy. So, this is the wife's bike, so she doesn't really have time to ride it. And so obviously the center knobs are really worn more than anything else. So just cleaning up the center just to give a little bit more grip, even though she probably won't realize it. It's just a guy thing. You always want your stuff to be as nice as possible. So yeah, I highly recommend this, whether you're doing dirt track riding, or if you're woods riding, just playing around. I've seen them use it for cutting tires into like 4x4 vehicles, like Jeeps off-roading like that. So there's really quite a few possibilities with this guy. I'm sure with different tips you could even use